Welcome back. It's your girl, Miss J, Talks with J, Views of a Sagittarius, episode 24. And we're going to call this one Self-Love. To even call this episode Self-Love, we got to define what is self-love. Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self-love means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Self-love means not settling for less than you deserve. Also, for some people, self-love can mean other things. Everybody's definition of self-love is different. Self-love can mean something different to each person because we all have different ways to take care of ourselves. You gotta figure out what self-love looks like for you as an individual. And it's an important part of your mental health. So, what does self-love mean to you? Self-love can mean talking to and about yourself with love, prioritizing yourself, giving yourself a break from self-judgment, treating yourself, trusting yourself, being true to yourself, being nice to yourself, setting healthy boundaries, forgiving yourself when you aren't being true or nice to yourself. For many people, self-love is another way to say self-care. To practice self-care, we often need to get back to the basics. I say listen to your body. Take breaks from work and move around and stretch. Definitely do that now with quarantine going on. A lot of people are working from home, so definitely take a break from work and move around and stretch. Sometimes you have to disconnect from your phone and connect yourself to do something creative. You got to put the phone down and connect yourself to others. Eating healthy. Granted, sometimes we like to indulge in our favorite foods, even though it may not be healthy. But if you want to feel good, you want to look good, you gotta eat the right way. Self-love also means accepting yourself as you are in this very moment for everything that you are. It means accepting your emotions for what they are and putting your physical, emotional, and mental well-being first. I can say that a lot of times it's hard giving yourself self-love because there's so much going on in the world and in your life that sometimes you put yourself in the back burner, but you're no good to anybody else if you're not good to yourself first. Some ways to practice self-love would include becoming mindful. People who have more self-love tend to know what they feel, what they think, and what they want. You're taking actions based on need rather than your wants. You stay focused on what you need. You turn away from automatic behavior patterns that get you into trouble, keep you stuck in the past, and lessen self-love. You gotta practice good self-care. You will love yourself more when you take better care of the basic needs. People high in self-love nourish themselves daily throughout healthy activities. They exercise, they get the proper sleep, intimacy and healthy social interactions. Yes, getting the right amount of sleep does make a big difference. I'm one to say I've always been a person to kind of stay up, and I know it's nice that I get more sleep, I feel better. Social interactions right now for most people are through the computer, through text, and stuff like that. Some are having in-person social interactions. I'd rather stay safe. Hit my phone. You have to make room for healthy habits. You have to start truly caring for yourself by mirroring in what you eat, how you exercise, and what you do spend your time doing. You have to do stuff because you care about it and not because you have to get it done. To practice self-love, you gotta start by being kind, patient, gentle, and compassionate to yourself, the way you would with someone else that you care about. I think if we all just take the time to practice self-love, self-care for ourselves, we would feel better, we would do better, we would be better individuals as a whole. Yes, it's easier said than done. Everybody has their own responsibilities, so I can't say it's easy to do, but you're no good to anybody else if you first don't take care of you. I'm always how can I help, especially my family, about how can we get things done that I know for myself a lot of times I put stuff on the back burner that personally I need to be doing. I mean, it happens. I've now gotten into the routine of, I think now, well, this month I've done one thing for myself. That was on my to-do list. It's been on my to-do list for a while, but I got around to finally doing it. I've had a split ear for a while, for some years now. I finally went on Friday and got it fixed because I didn't view it as major. But for me, on overall appearance, me getting my split earlobe fixed makes me feel better as far as my appearance. I haven't been able to wear earrings for a number of years. I feel naked when I don't have my watch. I feel naked without wearing earrings. I feel a certain way when my hair is not done. I think most women can relate to that. When certain things aren't done, we feel a certain way about ourselves and we carry ourselves a certain way. So now, with starting this month, I've done one thing for myself. Whether I view it as high on the list, low on the list, it's just something for me that makes me feel better about myself. And maybe I'll get to something else on my list before this month's out, seeing that we're just at the second day of the month. I'll probably get something else off my list done. I'm going to try to, each month from here on out, try to accomplish one or two things for myself that make me happy. I think that's the best ways to go about it. When you feel good about yourself, you view yourself in a better light, and you carry yourself in a better light with your head up. COVID has messed up my plan of going back to the gym. I don't want to go back to the gym as of now and have to wear a mask. But that's on my list of things to also do. I was feeling great going to the gym. So that's something I want to get back to doing. That's just the overall making sure I feel good as far as movement, flexibility, and stuff like that. Overall health. The podcast. I did it because it forced me to step out my comfort zone. Those that really know me, you know, I really want to talk unless you really know me. So doing the podcast forces me to step out my comfort zone and give my opinion on things and actually have to open my mouth and speak. I'm just now figuring to do things that make me happy, no matter how big or how small. It's just the fact of doing something that makes me happy at the end of the day. And I think more people should challenge themselves and do things that make them happy. You know, if you do nothing but take 15 minutes out of your day to do something that is just for yourself. It may be minor, it may be major. It's just the fact you took some time to yourself to focus on you in the mix of everything you got going on. And that's what we need to do. Self-love, self-care. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, take care of yourself. That's all that you really need to do. Sometimes you have to be selfish and worry about yourself, because sometimes not everybody's going to be concerned about how you feel in the long run. So do the necessary things to improve yourself. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And that's a wrap on episode 24. Self-love.